I want everybody to subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real tech reviews. Now, Flossy Carter, we know you flossy. Now, guess what? I'm flashy. Money May all day, the one and only. Flossy Carter, you part of the money team.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the OnePlus 9 5G and the OnePlus 9 Pro 5G. Now, both of these phones will be available in a couple of days. I'll throw the links up in the description. The price is as follows. For the OnePlus 9, the 8 gig, 128 gig version is $729. Now, if you want 12 gigs with 256 gigs of storage, that one's going to run you $829. Now, for the OnePlus 9 Pro, the 8 gig, 128 version, that's going to run you $969. And if you want the big boy, that's 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, that one's going to run you $1,069 USD. Now look, I'm not going to waste your time making two separate videos. These phones are pretty much the same with some minor differences. So let's go ahead and knock this all out in one video. So first, let's start off with the OnePlus 9 5G. Now this one is available in 3 different colors. You got Winter Mist, Arctic Sky, and Astral Black. For the display, you got a 6.55-inch Full HD Fluid AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400. Now that's 402 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus, up to 1100 nits peak brightness, and a 120 hertz refresh rate. Now there's no IP rating, but you know how OnePlus does. They don't want to pay for that, but they're giving me their word that it is water resistant. Now you got Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and on the back. You got the fiberglass polymer frame going around the sides. Now for the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 with the Adreno 660 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now you got 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128 up to 256 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now it's running Android 11 with Oxygen OS skin on top. You got a 4,500 milliamp battery that features 65 watt fast charging. Now OnePlus claims you can charge your phone from 0 to 100% in 29 minutes. Now you also got 15 watt wireless charging, and you got reverse wireless charging, also known as PowerShare. For the cameras, on the rear you got a triple setup. So you got a 48 megapixel wide angle, a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, you got a 16 megapixel wide angle lens. Now you got dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos, Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi 6, NFC, always on display, face unlock, optical fingerprint sensor in the display, and one of my favorite features, the physical vibrate on and off switch. So, what's missing from my flagship checklist? No Quad HD display. That's about it. Now, what's missing from my petty checklist? No expandable memory, no IR blaster, no thought protection, and no headphone jack. That shit's whack. Hashtag bars. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this one first. Shout out to White Shoes. All right, she just dipped, but she's in the building. She'll be back. She'll be back. Now, real quick. This is co-developed by Hasselblad. Now, a lot of y'all old school cats, y'all remember the Motorola with the Moto mods, the Hasselblad camera mod? That one was crazy expensive, but it was pretty dope. Now you got the Hasselblad camera built into the OnePlus phones. Classic red and white presentation. Now I've been using this for about a week. I just put it back in the box for the dramatic effect. But let's see what you get. Okay. Now this is a really nice presentation. I didn't even open this part. Let's see. Okay, usual books and shit. Very tall. I like that. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. Let's see. Never Settle. Okay. Real nice. This is going to be your OnePlus troll stickers. Okay. I like these. And that's pretty much it on that. Let's just make sure. Yep, that's it for that. Now, it's a shame that I got to keep saying this, but Samsung, Apple, you see what's going on here? All right. This is a 65 watt fast charging brick. All right. I didn't pull this out of my pocket. This was in the box, included in the price of the phone. 65 watt fast charging brick. Samsung, Apple, All right, get your notepad out, take notes. This is how you do it. Dramatic pause. Here we go. Now, of course, this is one of my favorite accessories with OnePlus phones, the classic red and white USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable with the cable management clips. Now, I'm going to go ahead and lead this just like that. Take it over to the phone itself. Here we go. Now, this is the Astro Black. Let me get a little wipe down on this. Bang. Check this one out. Now, it does have the fiberglass polymer frame, but it does feel like aluminum. All right, so it doesn't have a plastic feel to it. Let me do the smell test real quick. This one smells like Coming to America Part 2, Wesley Snipes Black. Okay, this is the OnePlus 9. Okay, let's keep it moving. Now, I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can, but it's going to be a movie. All right, it's going to be a movie. Let's take it over to the OnePlus 9 Pro 5G. This is the big boy. All right, this is the big boy. Now, this one, like I said, starts at $969 compared to $729. All right, so that's a $200 difference. And if you want the big boy version of the big boy, you're looking at $1,069. Okay, so y'all know me. I don't like promoting phones that cost over $1,000. But if you're gonna spend over $1,000, this is one that you're gonna like. Comes in 3 different colors. You got Morning Mist, Forest Green, and Stellar Black. For the display, you got a 6.7-inch LTPO Quad HD AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1440 by 3216. Now that's 525 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus up to 1300 nits brightness. All right, so that's almost 200 more nits brighter than the OnePlus 9. Okay, y'all know how I feel about the nits. I love the nits. And you got a 120 hertz refresh rate. Now this one is IP68 dust and water resistant. You got glass on the front and on the back, Gorilla Glass 5 with an aluminum frame. For the process, you got hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. That's what threw me off. Ladies and gentlemen, late but still great. White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my white.
calm down. All right, Shoes is kind of mad on me, kind of mad because I had to pull rank on her in that last video. I don't like pulling rank on Shoes and embarrassing her in front of all the little cat friends, but she be thinking she the general around here. Shoes, you just a lieutenant. All right, I'm the general. Fall back. All right, Shoes, calm down. Where was we? For the processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 with the Adreno 660 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now, you got 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, it's also running Android 11 with Oxygen OS. Now, you got a 4,500 milliamp battery that features 65 watt fast charging. All right, that's 0 to 100% in 29 minutes. Now, listen to this. You also have 50 watt fast wireless charging. Okay, I repeat, 50 watt fast wireless charging. That's 0 to 100% in 43 minutes. Think about that for a second. This phone charges faster wirelessly than your Galaxy S21 Ultra 5 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme does wired. That's pretty insane. And you also have reverse wireless charging, also known as power share. For the cameras, now here's the difference between the OnePlus 9 and the 9 Pro, the camera setup. Now the hardware is basically the same, but for the OnePlus 9 Pro, you got a quad setup. So you got a 48 megapixel wide angle, a 50 megapixel ultra wide, an 8 megapixel telephoto, and a 2 megapixel monochrome lens. On the front, you got a 16 megapixel wide angle lens. Now you also got dual speakers that feature Dolby Atmos, Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi 6, NFC, always on display, face unlock, optical fingerprint sensor, and my favorite feature, the physical vibrate on and off switch. So, what's missing from my flagship checklist? Nothing. What's missing from my petty checklist? No expandable memory, no IR blaster, no thought protection, and no headphone jack. That shit's whack. Hashtag bars. Okay, here we go. All right, Shoes, I'm gonna need you to scoot for a minute. Let's get this box out of the way. Okay, because we don't want to steal the show. OnePlus 9 Pro 5G. Again, co-developed by Hasselblad. Camera setup on this is pretty crazy. Classic red and white presentation. Of course, dramatic effect. Already been using this. This is going to be your device. Let's just make sure everything is identical. Why not? We already here. Okay, all usual books and shit still on deck. Troll stickers. Let's see. Exactly the same. Okay, file that. And of course, 65 watt fast charging brick, Samsung, Apple. Okay, 65 watt fast charging brick included in the box. It's a shame that we got to keep saying that, but if we don't, Samsung and Apple is going to think it's okay. So that's why people like me, I got to keep on calling them out. Y'all know how I feel about Samsung and Apple. You know, I'm cool with them and all that, but I got to call them out. All right, Samsung, Apple, don't do that again. All right, no other company is following your trend. Everybody's laughing at you. Put the charger in the box. Y'all like that dramatic pause right there? You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I know. Let me calm down. I was getting my hype back here. Okay, here we go. Let's get a little wipe down. Woo! Bang! Here it is. This is the big boy right now. This is an actual contender right now. Okay, this is not your typical OnePlus. Okay, you know, higher specs but still kind of a budgetish device. No. All right, now, OnePlus been catching a lot of flack lately because people saying they straying from their roots. You know, their roots used to be a high-quality phone with a low price. But the problem with that is all of those other OnePlus phones, they always suffered from one thing, the camera. Now, keen, hardcore Android users, we was putting Gcams on the phone and all that. But a lot of, you know, casual users, they wasn't doing that. They were just getting the watered-down camera experience, even though they had the latest processor and the GPU. Now, let me do the smell test real quick. This one smells like Steppenwolf's new armor. All right, shout out to everybody that's seen the Snyder Cut. Y'all seen they finally did Steppenwolf correctly. All right, the first version of the Justice League, Steppenwolf was looking like a sucker. Now Steppenwolf came through with that armor on. All right, say you go to the DMV. All right, you got to renew your driver's license, and Steppenwolf is standing right in front of you, and you happen to smell him. This is what he's going to smell like. All right, official tissue. Now, let me say this before we keep it moving. A lot of y'all was confused because this morning I dropped the Poco F3 review, and the other day I did the Red Magic review. Everybody was like, what's up with the OnePlus phones? That was a strategic move on my part because I wanted y'all to see that you don't have to spend $1,000 to get a quality phone. You don't have to do that. But the problem is, if you don't spend $1,000 or $700 minimum, you're going to suffer from the same thing that all of these other cheaper phones suffer from, the camera experience. You seen the Poco F3, that phone is a beast, but you seen the camera footage? You seen the camera footage? Questionable. I'm not going to say it's trash, but questionable. You seen the Red Magic 6? All right, 165? I forgot. But ridiculous refresh rate, Snapdragon 888, all of the specs in the planet. But you seen the camera experience? Again, questionable. Questionable. In this day and age, all right, 2021, for $500 or $400, everybody's doing the latest processor. Everybody's doing 120 hertz refresh rate. Everybody's doing dual speakers. Okay? That's the standard now. But what separates those phones from the phones that you're going to spend a little bit more money from is the camera. Okay? That's what you're paying for. You're paying for that camera experience, and these phones deliver. All right? They deliver. Like I said, I've been using these for about a week straight. This video, I'm really going to focus on the camera test because I did some thorough testing. I would say the cameras are almost identical, but on the OnePlus 9 Pro, you're getting better zoom. And it's just to me, it's just a point and shoot. It looks about the same, but look, let's do it like this. When it comes to camera, I don't really like to talk about it. I like to be about it. I don't want to just pull out a phone and be like, yo, that's why when I do my camera test, I never say, look at the pictures, da-da-da. I can't tell you what you can see. You can see for yourself. So there's no reason for me to tell you how the pictures look. I'm going to post them, and you be the judge for yourself. All right, let's do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video. We'll do our regular testing. And like I said, I'm going to hit y'all with this camera test. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, before I go too far, I wanted to show y'all a couple accessories. First, we got a few cases. Now this is going to be the OnePlus 9 Sandstone bumper case. Okay, so let's check this one out. Okay, now I could have used the unboxing knife, but that would be too easy. Ah. I know. You know. Okay, here it goes. Now I'm going to use the knife on the next one. This is the Sandstone case. Now this has that classic. Y'all remember the old school OnePlus Sandstone case? Kind of feels like sandpaper. All right, let's go ahead and drop this one on. Now this one's going to give you some razivity, full protection around all of the sides. Sandstone feel with that OnePlus logo. Okay, this is a classic right here. Here's your buttons. Let's check wireless charge. There's your wireless charge. Now this is actually the old OnePlus wireless charger. I'm going to leave that there for a minute because I want to show y'all something else. Okay, let me grab a little knife now because I'm not going to struggle like that again. Next up, we got the carbon bumper case. All right, now I love how they spell carbon with a K. That's typical Mortal Kombat status right there. Let's go ahead and got the Mardi Gras knife right here. Let's see if this is easier. One more. Okay. Oh yeah, that was way easier. Okay, so this is the carbon case. Now this one's going to run you $40. I believe the other one is 30. Don't quote me on that. This is like the carbon fiber case. Classic OnePlus again. Got your OnePlus logo. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop this on the Pro. Okay. Nice amount of razivity on this one. But that carbon fiber look. Now I'm mad I didn't wear my carbon fiber watch, but it is what it is. Let's see. Do I have any other carbon fiber? Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, which phone do I like better? The OnePlus 9 Pro or the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme? I'll answer that question at the end of the video. All right? It's not as easy as you think, though. Okay. So these are two cases. Now, they do have a bunch of other cases, but these are the two that I have. I want to show y'all one more accessory. Now, remember when I told you the OnePlus 9 Pro 5 Gangsta, all right, the G stands for Gangsta. You can charge this with 50-watt fast wireless charging. Okay, now in order to do that, you're going to have to buy the OnePlus Warp Charge 50 wireless charger. Now this is going to run you $70. Let's go ahead and crack this one open. Right. Let's see, max 50-watt wireless warp charge. Let's see, instant charging any way you want it. So you can charge this with your phone in portrait mode or landscape mode. Let's see, turbine air cooling, silent nighttime mode, multiple safety precautions. I like that. I like that. Okay. Again, a lot of people give OnePlus a lot of guff. Is guff? Yeah, I use that word guff. That's old school. They give them a lot of gripes and headaches because they raising the price on everything. But one thing you can't deny about OnePlus: look at these packaging. All right, look at the packaging on all of their products. Everything is red and white. Everything just gives you that feel of, okay, your money was well spent. Now look, I'm not trying to hype up OnePlus. All right, they're not paying me for this video. I'm just speaking facts. This is what I like. All right, when I buy something now, even though I didn't technically pay for this, technically per se, I didn't pay for this per se, but if I did, this is what I would like. Right? This is exactly what I would like. Usual books and shit, plug them and file them. Typical red and white cable. All right, this is the kind of stuff I like. I might even save this right here, drop some pens in there, drop some cat food in there. It's a multi-purpose box right here. Okay, so this is Warp Charge 50. This is the old one. Now here's one of the difference between the old one. Remember, this is the part that I didn't like, how the cable was locked in. This one, now you can take the cable out. Okay, that makes it easier to travel with. Let's go ahead and plug this in real quick. Okay. And here we go. This is going to be the first Warp Charge 50. Did I plug it in? Oh, let's see. Is it plugged in? Let's make that. That was very anticlimactic. All right. Is it? Hold up. I got to make sure I plug this in. Oh, there it is. All right. It wasn't plugged all the way in. Look, now y'all remember I was just roasting Samsung the other day, telling them that it's time to upgrade these charge animations. This is what I like to see. All right, a nice charge animation. All right, this cable, all right, there it is. My cable on this side is loose. I think Shoes just chewed it up too much. That charge animation, I like that. All right, I like that, Shoes. All right, you're already killing my vibe right now. All right, Soldier, I need you to fall back though. All right. I had to pull out the stern voice on shoes. Nevertheless, warp charge 50, 70 what? $70 on this one. Yo, 0 to 100% in 43 minutes wirelessly. Now look, this is what a lot of y'all been waiting for, because a lot of us that has Android phones and then your iPhone friends, they always used to be like, oh, wireless charge is such a gimmick. Oh, who cares about wireless charge? It's going to take longer anyway. Now what y'all got to say? That's what I want to know. All right? All of y'all Apple fanboys, what y'all got to say now about wireless charging? Really, y'all don't really got too much to say, because now that iPhones do have wireless charge, y'all kind of jumped on the bandwagon. Y'all kind of riding a little bit. But with this kind of wireless charging speed, wireless charge is no longer a gimmick. So I say maybe in the next 2 to 3 years, pretty much all of the wireless charge phones are going to be wirelessly charging faster than a wired connection. So it is what it is. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, so here we go. Now for this video, I'm going to focus most of my attention on the OnePlus 9 Pro. But everything that I say basically goes for both phones, unless I say otherwise, because they're pretty much identical, except for some minor differences. But the differences are so minor, it's not worth making 2 separate videos. So we're just going to try to cram everything in one video. We're going to cram it in like a gentleman. First things first, build quality. Now, even though this one has the fiberglass on the trim on the side, they feel the same. Thin, lightweight, premium. Ultra premium feel to them. Y'all know I gotta say it. Feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. Now, with these gloss back versions, you will get the fingerprints and the smudges. So you're gonna have a microfiber cloth on deck. All right. MFC, what is it? MFCA, we got a microfiber cloth alert. You're gonna have this in your pocket before you take your Instagram pictures. All right, when you go to that restaurant and you put your phone down on the table and you got your glass of Hennessy and you want everybody to know that you're doing it big, you're going to have to wipe it down first on both of these phones. Now, with the black version, it does have a matte back. I haven't seen it in person yet, but we'll see. I'm actually feeling this glossy back because I got a lot of matte phones now, and I kind of miss having that shine. I kind of miss pulling my phone out and blinding people. So this is kind of nice, all right? So you're going to blind people with both of these phones. Next up, a couple of different ways you can open up the device. Now, this is the same on both phones. You can swipe up. You can put in your pattern and your pin. You got your on-screen fingerprint sensor. Oh, let me unlock this phone real quick. Hold up. My bad. All right, let's do that again. Okay, swipe up. Put in your pattern and your pin. You got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly. Let's get 3 in a row. That's 2, 3. And, of course, you got face unlock. Now, I'm not looking at it. Now I'm going to look at it. Bang. 3. Bang. Let's get one more. Bang. So face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor. They work the same on each phone. A1 status. Now I'm not going to waste your time going through all of the toggles. You already seen that. This is basically a stock phone. I'll go through the important ones. Now if you notice, when you swipe down, all right, there's all your toggles. But if you swipe from the middle, this is your notification center. So you got your name if you want, or it's going to say never settle. You got the weather. You can write a memo. You got your toolbox, step counter. Look at those steps today, y'all. I'm out here moving. All right? I'm out here moving. I know. Calm down. It's not even 3,000 steps, bro. Calm down. Okay, you got your recently used apps. You got a dashboard. You got your parking location services. When you park your car, take a picture. You can mark your location. Pretty nice, all right? Pretty nice. So that's if you swipe down from the middle, swipe from the top, there's your notifications and all your quick toggles. Now, as far as the quick toggles, you do have reverse wireless charging. So you activate that. If you want to charge up another phone, bang, place it right on the top. Do your thing. Hold up. All right. You want to activate it? You want to activate wireless charge, put another phone down. You could charge up that phone. You could charge up a Galaxy Watch. You could charge up AirPods or Galaxy Buds. Anything that has wireless charge, you could charge it from the back. Not anything. A lot of things, though. Phones, all of the phones, and all of the earbuds. Certain watches, they won't work. Like an Apple Watch, it will not work. Okay, where was we? Now, as far as the toggles, you got your Zen mode. You want to take a little break. I don't need to go into full detail with all that. Zen mode is basically you just activate it. It shuts your phone down, except for emergency calls and all that. But you're not going to get no text messages. You're not going to get no Instagram alerts. All right? It's going to give you a chance to step into the real world. Okay, so you got screencast. You got file transfer, live captions, all your basic settings. Let's run through this part real quick. Okay, VPN, private DNS, everything is there, hotspot and tethering. NFC, printing, Chromebook. Now, we talked about that yesterday, or actually this morning. Chromebook is a nice feature. If you do happen to own a Chromebook, make sure you tether it to your phone. So this way, as soon as you open up your Chromebook, it'll automatically connect to that Chromebook and you have internet. All right, so this way you don't have to start up a mobile hotspot. It'll just use the internet directly from your phone. I like that feature. You got nearby share, Android Auto. Everything looks official. Let's go to display. Now, you got adaptive brightness. This phone has 120 hertz refresh rate and the LTPO display. Did I say that right? Shoes. Did I say that right? Shoes looked at me like, yeah. LTP, is it LTP? I hope it is. I hope so. Let me see. I don't, because I don't want to look like a sucker, but then again, maybe I will. I think it's LTPO display, but y'all know what I mean. One of the benefits to having that display, if y'all watched the live event, because I didn't even know that till this morning, always on display that has a second hand. That's pretty sick. Now, I never seen that before. Now, I got a bunch of phones that have always on displays. I've never seen an always on display that has an analog clock with a second hand. That's kind of dope. All right. And according to OnePlus, that only works with the LTPO display. I hope it's LTPO. If it's not, y'all know what I mean. Please don't. If it's not, I don't need 100 comments telling me what the real name is. I know what it is, but I just never said it out loud before. Shoes. Okay. Okay. Now, like I was saying, so this phone has 120 hertz refresh rate, but it could automatically decrease all the way down to 1 hertz. Right, 1 hertz. 1 hertz. Is it 1 hertz or 1 hertz? It can go all the way down to 1 hertz. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, all right, it goes from 1 to 120. Why is that important? Because you don't need 120 hertz refresh rate when you're typing on Twitter. All right, you're not going to need that. All right, shoes, bye. You're not going to need 120 hertz rate to send somebody a text message. All right, so when you're using certain apps, it'll automatically scale down, and it can scale all the way down to 1. That's going to dramatically save your battery. And since we're here talking about battery, the battery on this phone is pretty good. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best in the world. Again, I don't want to oversell this. I don't want to overhype it. But the battery is pretty good. All right? It's pretty damn good. Not to mention the warp charge. Now, I'm dealing with so many phones this week. It was kind of hard for me to really focus 100% on one phone. So I'm testing Red Magic. I'm testing the Asus. I'm testing the Vivo phones. I'm testing a whole bunch of phones at the same time. So actually, I was using this one all day, taking my pictures and all that. And I put it in the charger, walked away, came back a couple of minutes, like, all right, I got to run back outside. When I put it on the charger, it was probably at 20%. I don't know how many minutes went by, but it wasn't that long. I came back a few minutes later, it was at 70-something%. All right. And that's when I was like, oh, I forgot about warp charge. Now, the only phone that I've seen charge faster that I physically own is the Xiaomi Mi 10, the Mi 10 Ultra. Now, that one charged, y'all seen that one charged from 0 to 100 in 29 minutes. Okay, 29 minutes. This one should be about the same. So, now I haven't done the full side-by-side battery, but I will. All right, I will. Nevertheless, I'm rambling. 1 hertz to 120 hertz. Let's see anything else. Let's go to advanced. Okay, now this one, if you don't want quad HD, you can put it down to full HD. That'll save some battery also. Screen calibration, vivid, natural advance, refresh rate, all right, 120 hertz. Or you could drop it down to 60, which I don't know why you would do if you spend $1,000 on it. Rock it at 120. Why not? Why not? See, now stuff like this, you're not going to need to drop it to 60 when you got warp charge. All right, when you got that kind of charging speeds, leave your phone on max everything. And that's another thing. All right, that's another thing. Since I took this phone out the box, it's been on max brightness. All right, and I got good battery life on max brightness, quad HD, 120 hertz. That's saying a lot. Now, if you want to, for the front camera, if you don't like the pinhole, you can have a big black bar on the top. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this too, because this is kind of annoying me. Okay. Now, this is not packing film. Y'all see me roast a lot of phones for packing film. This is actually a screen protector because you see how moist it is, and not moist, well, not moist, but you see how soft it is, and this is a real screen protector. Look at this. See, this is a screen protector. This is not that little thin piece of plastic they just put on the phone screen. This is a screen protector. So you can leave that on if you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and rip it off because I don't like seeing that little space right there. I got OCD. Okay, anyway, apps and full screen, hyper touch. All right, so if you're using this as a gaming phone, turn on hyper touch, get your mash on. Let's see, vibrant color effects, leave that on, why not? Keep everything vibrant. Motion graphics smoothing, leave that on, why wouldn't you? Let's see, ultra high video resolution, let's go ahead and leave that on too. Vision cover reader mode, ambient display. All right, this is gonna be always on display. So I got mine set to all day. Now, this is one thing that I kind of don't like about this phone. I wish the always on display was a little bit more customizable. And what do I mean by that? You see on my Galaxy, here's my always on display. Now, I'm a very vain person, so when I pull out my phone, I like to see myself. You know what I'm saying? I like to see this pretty face right here. Let me stop. I'm just kidding. But I like to have a customizable always on display. Okay, so this one, I'm going to show you. You do got some different choices, but I would have liked to see some more customization. All right. Let's see. Display message. Oh, why not? Let's go ahead and drop a display message. I know. I should have did it already, but who is? All right. New notifications. Oh, matter of fact, I wanted to show y'all one more thing. You got your horizon light. Okay, so you can change that color if you want. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Okay, that's it for that. Let's go to customizations. Now, this is what I was talking about. Now, you got canvas, all right, for your wallpaper. This is like, it's kind of gimmicky. It's just a canvas drawing. I mean, canvas, that's not really a wallpaper. Put it like this, it's kind of gimmicky. It's kind of gimmicky. I don't like it. I don't like it too much. You got different wallpapers. I had a bunch of these to choose from. I ain't gonna say I don't like it. I'm just not really feeling it. Here's your always on display. All right, so now you got different clocks. Again, clocks that actually have second hands. That's pretty dope. All right, that's pretty. I actually like this one too. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one that shows you how many times. If you look at this phone, 10 unlocks already for the day. Shows you how many unlocks you get. You know, hold up. Let me go ahead and activate that. Keeps track of your locks and unlocks, and it just has a nice full screen bar. I like that one. Fingerprint sensor animation. You can change the different animations. I think I like this one though. Energy. All right, the energy joint. Again, horizon lights. What I got on red? Yeah, leave it on red. Why not? Now, if you want, you could change your accent color. Y'all remember back in the days we used to have to root phones to do all this crazy stuff? Now you can do it right from the phone. You got your system icons. I'm leaving it on round, but you got teardrop, square, and round rectangle. You got different icon packs and 2 stock fonts. Pretty much it on that. Let's see. Let's go to sound and vibrations. Okay. Oh, matter of fact, do I got the switch? Okay, there. See, now I forgot to talk about that real quick. This is one of the best features about OnePlus phones. That switch on the side, you switch it once. You see I put it on solid. Switch it to the middle. That's vibrate. And switch it to the bottom is full ring. Why is that dope? You ever been somewhere and you got your phone on full blast mode, right? And you go somewhere and now you want to throw your phone on vibrate real quick, but you don't want to pull it out and put it on vibrate. You don't want nobody to know that you going into incognito mode. Put your hand in your pocket and you could feel that switch, because if you look closely, you see it has texture to it. So that's going to differentiate between the power button and that switch. Once you get the hang of it in your pocket, you know, click it all the way up. Now you're incognito. All right, I love that feature right there. Let's see, you got Dolby Atmos. Again, I'm going to do a quick sound test in a minute. Speakers sound exactly the same on both phones. Let's see, buttons and gestures. Okay, there's your alert slider right there. Navigation. If you don't like using the swipe gestures, you can have the 3 standard Android buttons. Okay, double click the power button. I'm going to save that for camera. Worldstar Hip Hop status. Press and hold the power button. That's your power menu. I'm used to that, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. Let's see, anything else. Now, that's pretty much your digital well-being. Monitor your scumbag activities as usual. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else to see. Let's go to About Phone. 12 gigs of RAM, 256, Snapdragon 888, camera setup, quad HD display, all of the goodies. All right, everything is on deck. This is official tissue. That's why I said, if you're going to spend $1,000, this is what you need. All right, when you see me do my spec checklist at the beginning, if you hear me say what's missing from my official flagship checklist, and I say nothing, then that means chances are that phone can justify a $1,000 price tag. All right, let's keep it moving. As far as the display, big, beautiful quad HD panel. Those scrolling speeds are immaculate. All right. I don't know why I like using immaculate when I talk about scrolling speeds. That's just the first words that come to my mind, though. Look at that. Nice and fast. Okay. What's that? 700 horsepower. Electric. So I had electric. Keep it moving. Anyway, basically, bezel-less display. Look at this. This is bezel-less. Okay. Later for that camera on the top, this is basically bezel-less. Edge to edge. Now, I'd rather have this than the pop-up selfie camera. Because if you drop your phone and that pop-up selfie camera gets damaged, your phone is trash. This is going to be a little bit more durable when it comes to the drops. Now, as far as people been asking me to do the bend test and all of that, let me say this as clearly and cleanly and as least disrespectful as I can, all right? Phones are not meant to be bent in this angle, okay? Any product that you get, now I'm going to say this slowly and clearly. Any product that you get, if you bend it in an unnatural position than the way it was designed to be used, you're going to break it. Okay? If you go out and you buy a digital camera and you say, you know what, let me do the digital camera bend test and let me start bending it, it's going to break. Let me see, do I have anything right here? Look, do I have anything to show y'all what I'm talking about? Just from random things that I grabbed, all right? You see these headphones? They're made to open like this and close like this. Now, if I say, let's see how far I can bend it back this way, that's not what it's designed to do. It's going to break, all right? Please, stop asking me to do bend tests and all that. You're never going to see me do that ever, all right? Now, look, I've had cell phones for the last 20 years, maybe even longer than that. I've never, and I repeat, I've never, ever had a phone that broke from this direction of bending. Never. Now, I see a lot of people do put their phone in their back pocket. Okay, so now if you put your phone in your back pocket and you sit on it, that's not the phone company's fault because your phone is not meant to go in your back pocket and be sat on. Okay? When you get your phone and they say Gorilla Glass is meant for drops, all right, not for bending this way and this way. All right, now this is no disrespect to anybody that does bend test videos or drop test videos and all that. That's just not my thing. All right, so please don't ask me to do that because when I buy products, I use them the way they were designed to be used. Okay, and 90% of the stuff that you see on my channel is stuff that I actually buy myself. Even stuff like this that I don't buy myself, I already know I'm not going to just, I already know that if I press it hard enough, I can't break it. I could break it. Now I can pull out a OnePlus 1 from how many years ago that done been through the ringers and it hasn't broke. All right, so let's just leave it at that. Now, the only reason I had to go off of that little tangent is because I read the comments on all of my videos, and there's always somebody asking me, oh, well, I wouldn't buy this phone because it didn't survive this test or didn't survive that test. Fake news, all right? That's fake news for me. Let's keep it moving. Let's do regular testing. Now, I want y'all to see this beautiful display. I know that was kind of a rant. that was kind of a rant. But let's do my usual testing. First, let's take it over to the shoes back here taking a dump too. Hold up. Okay, back to the regular testing. Let's check the internet browsing speeds. Go to apple.com.
Opening web page.
Okay, there it is. Now this is the full website. Excellent scrolling speeds. If you swipe up, there's all your recently used apps. Long press, activate split screen multitasking. Let's take it over to YouTube. Got YouTube on the bottom. Apple on the top. Now, speaking of YouTube, let's pull up one of my favorite test videos. Look at this display. Let's make sure we're on maximum resolution. Okay. Look at this. Listen to those speakers. You can kind of feel the phone vibrating a little bit. These speakers are A1. Let's cover the bottom. You can hear how loud the top is. Woo, look at that. Now, one of the main differences, I'm going to go ahead and pull the same video up on both phones. Brightness, all right, the peak brightness. You got 1300 nits peak brightness versus 1100 nits brightness. Now, what does that translate to in the real world? Not much, but you could definitely notice. Now, I'm going to pull up the same video. because I just want y'all to see that the speakers are just as good. All right, let's get max volume. Let's make sure we got the same resolution. Okay, what did I do? Wrong button. I got a wrong button alert. Okay, here we go. Okay. As far as the brightness, let's run them side by side. Okay. Now the speakers sound the same. Like I said, as far as the nits, y'all know I love talking about the nits. As far as the nits, I would say it's a little bit brighter, but you gotta be a phonologist to even see the difference. The average person is not gonna tell. Not gonna be able to tell. It's not worth an extra $200 just for the nits. As much as I love nits, they ain't worth $200. But again, this beautiful display, the speakers sound incredible. I'm blown away by this one. You can't tell me this is bezel-less. This ain't bezel-less. Oh boy. I shouldn't have ate that brownie before this video. But let's keep it moving. All right, so that was the display and the speakers and the speed test. Let's do the RDA test. All right. Regular daily activities. Now, I'm not going to do the gaming test. All right, because y'all see me do the Poco F3 a few hours ago. I played Asphalt 9. I'm not going to play Asphalt 9 on this phone. I wouldn't even disrespect this phone like that. I wouldn't even disrespect this phone like that. We already know you could play Asphalt 9 on this. It's a no-brainer. I'm not even going to disrespect it like that. Let's do RDA, regular daily activities, okay? You got your brand new Warp Charge 50, all right? So by the time you wake up, your phone is definitely charged up. I love that animation, by the way. All right? Matter of fact, let me exit out of YouTube because I want y'all to see the full effect of this. Let me just clear everything out of there. Okay, here we go. Regular daily activities. This is important. Wake up in the morning. Okay, let's see. Let's wait for that always on display to kick in. Go ahead and power this down. All right, there's your always on display. So now I can see that, okay, 1741. I ain't got to wake up until 6 o'clock. Let me go back to sleep. Wake up again, look at the phone. Okay, 6 o'clock, time to get up. I grab my phone. All I got to do is press the button, look at it. Bang. I'm right into the display. First things first, let's check the weather. Okay, looks a little bit cloudy. Let me throw some Kifu bags in my back pocket because I don't use umbrellas, all right? Kifu bags only. Let's keep it moving. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to keep a little levity in this video. Big words alert. Here we go. Next, after that, let's take it over to Facebook. All right, let's see what's going down on Facebook. Okay. Oh, Gav in the hospital? All right, I'm going to hit him up and see what's going on with Gav. Okay, Bumpbox got some new speakers, colors. Y'all remember I reviewed this already? That's pretty dope. Let's see. Nike's baby in the hospital. Today, Shorty got a birthday today. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and give a little happy birthday wish. Let me type in happy birthday. Well, it's actually tomorrow, but I'll type it in early. Little happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? Keep it cute. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Okay, 26 years old. Okay, so this was a mixed emotional Facebook trip. All right, a couple of people in the hospital, a couple of birthdays. A little bit of merch, all right, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you get the idea. Let's keep it moving. Next, let's take it over to Instagram now. Y'all already know Instagram is Instagram, so if you got little kids, this is the part that they don't want to see. All right, so let's see. Vintage jewels. Ooh. These Cardis right here, I might have to get these. Let me go ahead and save this because I might need these. These look like the cranberry color. All right, when it comes to the Cardis, I like to name them after food. This is like the cranberry joints. I like those. Okay. Blue Diamond. Shout out to Blue Diamond. She was supposed to make a drop for me, but you know, it is what it is. BMW coding. On the side note, my new steering wheel comes in tomorrow. All right, it's coming in tomorrow. Cat videos alert. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Gilly out here trying to play ball. Gilly be doing the most. I respect him though. All right, nice hairstyle. I like that. Okay, what's going on here? All right, but you get the idea. All right, you get the idea. Here's how Instagram is going to look. Now, if you want, you can get that super scroll. You get the super scroll if you want. Bam, keep it moving. Now, if you want to go back, there it is. Clear all. Next after that, let's take it over to TikTok. See what's going down on TikTok. Of course, I got to take it to my favorite TikTok video. The only reason I even have TikTok for this video. Let me unlike it so I can like it again.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right. This is my morning motivational video. Getting emotional back here. Getting emotional. I love this here. Let me go ahead and like that. Getting kind of emotional. Maya's getting ready to go away to college. You know what I'm saying? That's how old I am, y'all. Maya's going to college in a couple of months. Let's keep it moving. After that, take it over to Twitter. All right. See if anybody's talking about me. Oh, no mention. Oh, I was about to say. I'm about to say. I know I'm dry, but damn it. I got a few mentions. Okay, let's see. Make sure anybody try to roast me, though, because I will pause the video and get at you. Let's see. All right. Nah, okay. That's pretty much it. Okay. Pretty dry, as usual. And after that, let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Let's take it over to my emails. Okay. Check my emails real quick. Okay, we got a few comments, YouTube videos. Okay, comments. You get the idea. This is regular daily activities because chances are when you buy your phone, everybody's not going to just be gaming. Okay, everybody's not going to just be taking pictures. You're going to be using your phone, and that's how it looks when you use your phone. And if you notice just now, no lag, no hiccups, no stutters, everything blowing nice and fast. I like that. Let's keep it moving. All right, so now this is one of the most important parts about this phone, the camera. All right, now you heard the name Hasselblad. Even if you don't know who they are, they make expensive cameras. All right, so when you see somebody with a Hasselblad camera, they about that photography life. All right, they not playing around. Grab your phone. All right, press the power button twice. That's your World Star Hip Hop button. Bang, now you're right into the camera. Okay, see how fast that was? From off to camera. Now, let's go through the different shooting modes. Okay, so we got time lapse. Now for time lapse, you could do wide angle and you could zoom all the way up to 30 times zoom. Now, this 30 times zoom, this is qualified. This is not 100% scumbag zoom, but it's kind of scummy. It's kind of scummy. This is trash bucket. This is trash bucket zoom. All right, it's not full scumbag zoom, but you could do some sleazeball status with this if you really want to. You got panorama, and if you notice, there's your orange Hasselblad button on the bottom. That's a nice touch. Now, at first, I didn't know what that was until I did a little bit of research on Hasselblad, and this is one of their signature themes that they have is the orange button, and they have a different shutter sound. Now, I personally turn off my shutter sound because I like to do my photos in clandestine mode, but if you want to and you want to do the Hasselblad shutter sound, knock yourself out. You got slow motion. Okay, you got videos. Now let's see, for video, frame rate up to 120. So you could get some super slow motion shots. But if you want to, you could do 4K 60 frames per second. And you can even drop it all the way up to 8K. Okay, now for video, you also got wide angle all the way up to 8 times zoom. All right, that's a nice amount of zoom for a video. All right, photos. Now this is the most important part. Photos. Because if you like me and you're not a full-fledged photographer, you never go to pro mode and change any settings, this is the one that you're going to use the most. And when y'all watch my camera test videos, this is the one that I use. All of my pictures that you're going to see are point and shoot. So you got wide angle, you got regular, you got 3 times zoom, all the way up to sleazeball zoom 30 times. 30 times sleaze basket zoom. Now you got portrait mode, wide portrait and regular portrait mode with the depth effect. Real nice. You got nightscape. All right, I believe they're calling this nightscape 2.0. Real nice. Pro mode. Now, if you're a photographer, you're going to like this. All right, now I was showing this phone to my nephew. He's a photographer. He doesn't even like Android phones, but after he started playing around with the settings, he was like, oh, you could change this. Oh, you could change that. Oh, hold up, I like this. He's thinking about buying this phone just because of the pro mode experience. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I'm a photographer or act like I know what any of this stuff means. I don't know what none of this stuff means. But if you're a photographer, you can change your white balance, your shutter speed, your autofocus, your exposure. You could go crazy, all right? If you're a real photographer, you're going to like this. And you got tilt shift. All right, tilt shift is like that bokeh effect on the top and the bottom. typical to what they have on Instagram. Real nice. All right, now same thing. Let's pull out the 9. Same settings. You got time lapse, panorama, slow motion, video, portrait. Let's see, on regular photos, the maximum zoom is 10 times. All right, so this is the difference right here. You got 30 times sleazeball zoom. This is 10 times. This is regular zoom. All right, not regular, but ain't nothing scummy about this one, though. All right, but it's real nice. As far as the point and shoot status, basically the same experience. Now, when you see these pictures, let me set this up correctly. All of the pictures that I take, I'm never walking around looking like a photographer or looking like a tourist going like this, trying to get the best shot. I don't do that, and chances are you're not going to do that either, all right? When you see these pictures, here's what I did. All of the pictures that you see, I'm walking around my neighborhood or walking around different places. I pull a phone out of my pocket, went just like this, press the power button, and took a picture. All right, I didn't try to get the best zoom or nothing like that. I was trying to do point and shoot. I was trying to recreate the standard point and shoot pictures, because when you're outside and you're on a date or your kids is doing something, ain't nobody really gonna stand still and pose and take forever. You might just want to take a quick picture. Or you in your car, you at a red light, you look over, you see something nice, you grab your phone, hit that power button twice, bang, take the picture and keep it moving. Let's see, anything else different between the 9? Let's take it over to video. Let's go to settings. All right, so with the video, now you don't have that 120 frame rate. You still have 8K. Let's see, let's go to 4K. Yeah, you can still do 4K 30 frames. All right? There's no 4K 60. That's 4K 30 frames per second. Okay? It is what it is. Now, let's take a look at some test pictures and videos. And like I said earlier, I'm not going to say if they look good or not. I want y'all to be the judge for yourself. Now, this part is going to be kind of long because I'm going to start off with the OnePlus 9. All right, I'm going to start off with the OnePlus 9. I want to show you all of my typical photos, daytime, nighttime, and video. Then we're going to switch to the 9 Pro. Same thing, daytime, nighttime, and video. Check it out. All right, so you've seen the pictures for yourself. These are easily the best cameras on the OnePlus phones yet. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the OnePlus 9 and the OnePlus 9 Pro a major go. OnePlus has done it again. Now look, we can sit here and gripe about the price, but if you think about it, the OnePlus 9 is a pretty good deal for $729. I spent $700 for the Xiaomi Mi 11, and they're pretty much the same phones. But with the OnePlus, you know you're going to have all of your bands. You're going to get your 5G service. If you want the flagship version, $969 starting, that's about right. Because now you're finally getting that flagship camera experience. Quad HD display, dual speakers, flagship processor, flagship GPU, all of the bells and whistles. All right, so I'm not really going to gripe about the price. These phones deliver. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, which one do I like better? The OnePlus 9 Pro or the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme? And for me, I still got to go with the Galaxy. And that's just because of a few things. Let me break it down real quick. Number one, the always on display. Now, this might be petty. You probably won't even care about that. But I gotta have my customizable always on display. It's like if you've been riding your bus the whole life and then you finally buy a car, you're not going back to the bus. All right. Once you get something good, you don't want to go back. I'm used to these customizable always on displays. I don't want to go back. Now, as far as the look and the feel, about the same. Scumbag zoom. All right. I need the scumbag zoom. All right. No other phone is zooming like the Galaxy phones, not to mention the S Pen. Okay, this one has S Pen support. I usually rock a case that has my S Pen. Video lock screens. You know what I'm saying? The video lock screens. I don't want to go back. One UI. Y'all remember when I did the video, you swipe over, you got the TV and the games and all that. I love One UI. You got the edge panels, the edge lighting. But the biggest thing that I like about this phone over all of the phones out right now, Samsung DeX and Samsung wireless DeX. All right. Until every phone is having some kind of app that's going to let you have a laptop projected to your screen and still use your phone at the same time, this is going to be the boss right here. Now, Xiaomi coming out with the Mi 11 Ultra, which is going to be a beast. It's going to have an IR blaster and thought protection, but it's still not going to have Samsung DeX and it's not going to have S Pen support. So this is still probably going to be the phone of the year. Now, a lot of y'all don't like Samsung phones. Y'all think it's kind of maybe overkill, gimmicky, who knows? You kind of want more of that stock Android experience, or you're just a hardcore OnePlus fan. If you are, you're going to love this phone. All right? You're going to love both of these phones, but the Pro. All right? The Pro, you're going to absolutely love this phone. Now, I think I'm going to get the black version just because I want to rock black on black. Matter of fact, I want to tell y'all one more thing. This is actually the first OnePlus phone. Now, I'm saying this on record. This is the first OnePlus phone that I could actually use as my daily driver. Now, even with the OnePlus 8, the OnePlus 8 Pro, that was pretty dope and all of that. But the Galaxy camera was so far ahead of that, I couldn't do it. I could actually use this as my daily driver if I wasn't obsessed with Samsung DeX and all the other little gimmicky stuff I talked about. This is a heavyweight right here. So, 2021, this is the year of the phone. There's a lot of beasts coming out. I know y'all want to see the Oppo Find X3 Pro. That's coming up next. We got the ROG 5. That's coming up next. We got the Vivo X60, the X60 Pro. We got a lot of phones coming up, so stay tuned. All right, stay tuned. Anyway, like I said, OnePlus 9, OnePlus 9 Pro, triple major go, white shoes approved. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes, pitch and roll. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock run the beam up. Energize. All right, so one more thing that I wanted to talk about. OnePlus did send over this box. I felt that it was kind of light, so I was like, oh, okay. They trolled me with an empty box. But they did have some freeze-dried ice cream. Now, I honestly never heard of this. I never tasted it. I never seen it. I heard this is what the astronauts use. Let's go ahead and taste this and see what it's all about. All right, this is freeze-dried ice cream. Okay, let's see. Now, let's see what it looks. Oh, okay. This is what it looks like. Let me smell this. Okay, it actually smells like ice cream. Let me get and taste it. I'm gonna choose taste that too. Okay, wow. It tastes like ice cream. Now, would I go out and buy this from the store? Hell no. Hell no. It actually tastes like a hot piece of ice cream. Shoes, you want to taste? Let's see if Shoes want to taste it. Shoes don't want to taste this, but I'll take one more piece. It tastes like warm ice cream with cat hair. But let's see, this is a strawberry flavor. Let's see, mint chocolate chip and cookies and cream. Now, I could say I would probably eat this if I was mad drunk, all right, and I had something cold to wash it down. Because right now, this tastes like hot ice cream. Hot ice cream ain't the move. If I just ate this little piece right here and I drank a cold glass of Sprite, this would probably be delicious. Now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this for my next taste test. All right, when I do the Ciroc grape taste test, then we'll try the rest of the freeze-dried ice cream. All right, I'm out of here.